Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain you about the Xero Odoo Connector module. This connector enables the seamless integration between Odoo ERP and Xero Accounting software. The purpose of this connector is to synchronize accounting and business data between both the systems automatically as well as manually. So instead of entering the same information in both the systems, this connector helps keeps everything synchronized. So let's go through every section of this connector. The first step is authentication. Before Odoo can communicate with Xero, we need to establish a secure connection between both. So here we need to provide client ID, client secret and the redirect URL. These client ID and client secret are generated from our Xero developer application. The redirect URL is automatically generated from the connector itself. So the same redirect URL must be added inside Xero developer portal when you create the application. Here, so after entering the credentials, clicking on this Connect to Xero button will redirect the user to Xero login page. So here the user needs to grant the permission by allow access button by clicking on this button. Once the permission is granted, after the permission is granted, you can see that authentication successful page. So now our connector receives the access token and refresh token. So when you click on this refresh token, you can see our Odoo has been connected with the Xero account. So these tokens are securely stored inside Odoo. The access token is used for every API request since the access tokens expire after short duration. The refresh token is later used to generate a new access token automatically. So this button allows us to manually refresh the authentication token whenever it is required. So once now we have connected successfully, Odoo is ready to communicate with the Xero APIs. Before doing any operations, here at the bottom we have the configuration section where you need to configure the default account, manual journal, overpayment journal, everything which is needed. And after configuring that, just click on the save configuration button so that the values will be saved. First, let's see this accounting section where you have several functions like importing my invoices, manual journals, credit notes, etc. So this is one of the major sections of the connector. It allows us importing accounting information from Xero into Odoo. So let's go through each option. Before importing invoices, manual journals, etc. First, let's import accounts. Here we have the import accounts button. So when I click on it, it will import all the chart of accounts which are present in the Xero account and will be stored inside our Odoo. Similarly, if I click on this import taxes button, it will import all the taxes from Xero and will be stored here under Xero taxes section. Let's go back to the dashboard and importing invoices section. We can here optionally select the date, when you select the date, only invoices modified after that date or created after that date will be imported. So during this import, the connector retrieves the customer invoice number, invoice date, invoice lines, taxes, payment status, everything. If the customer does not exist, the connector can automatically create the customer before creating my invoice. Similarly, here we have the import manual journal section. This imports the manual journal entries created inside Xero and will be stored in the accounting section. Here under the journal entries, it will be stored. So let me show you. First, let's import any invoices. This will take a bit of time because it has to import all the invoice records from the selected date. So let's see in the accounting section. So here you can see the invoice have been imported from the Xero, and you can see the Xero invoice ID and invoice number as well. This is how the invoices from selected date will be imported. Similarly, if I select the date and if I click on import manual journal, it is showing that manual journal is not defined in the configuration. So first we need to define the manual journal here in the configuration section and click on save configuration. Now you can see in the journal entries section, these are the imported manual journals from Xero account. You can see the Xero ID as well. Similarly, we can import the credit notes as well. You can set it on the accountant, and here in the credit note section. So these are the credit notes that we have imported from Xero. You can see the Xero invoice IDs. So similarly, we have different features like importing the payments, importing prepayments, overpayments. Like here in the import payment section, this will import payment records which are recorded in Xero. The connector automatically reconciles the payment with the corresponding invoice whenever possible. This helps to maintain the payment status correctly. And here under the import prepayment section, prepayments made in Xero account can also be imported. So these are stored separately until which are allocated against the invoices. And here under the import overpayment section, we have the option to select the date from which we want to import the overpayments, and after selecting that date, after clicking the overpayments which are recorded in Xero account will be stored and imported into our Odoo database. And here we have the import all spend receive money, import spend or receive money Xero, where like it will import the bank transactions, like spend money represents the expenses, receive money represents the direct income. So these transactions are converted into journal entries inside Odoo. When we click on this both buttons, this will import the recent entries, and this import all spend or receive money will import all the transactions from the beginning. For initial migration, this will be helpful. And we have already seen import accounts and import taxes. So which are the failed transactions upon clicking this button will be imported again. So if you want to see which transactions are failed, you can just click on this button. It will redirect to this page where it will show the failed transactions. And at the top we have order operations. This section manages the synchronization of business documents such as sale orders and purchase orders. Whenever a sale order or purchase order is created inside Odoo, it can be exported to Xero. I will show you it later. Similarly, orders are created in Xero can also be imported back into Odoo by clicking on these buttons after selecting a date range. So during this synchronization, the connector checks the existing records, duplicate entries, reference numbers to avoid the duplicate data. We have seen the order operations, accounting, and let's import the contacts or customers from your Xero account. And by clicking this contact groups, it will import the contacts groups from your Xero and will be stored in the contacts module only. So if I open a record, you can see Xero customer ID. Basically, it says that it is imported from Xero account. And under here, we have the inventory section where by clicking on these buttons, we can import the products, all the products and product details from your Xero account. Here we have exporter section. So basically, if you want to export your products data or contacts data from your Odoo to Xero account, you can just click on this export products and export contacts button. It will fetch all the records which are not yet exported to Xero and will export all together to Xero. And these are the operations which we need to do manually by selecting the date range and clicking the buttons. But here we have automation section. So basically all these are cron jobs, or you can say scheduled actions, which will run in the background itself. You don't need to do anything manually. You can just turn the scheduled action on and off if you want to disable the action, or if you want to run it in the background, just let it be on. Or if you do not want to wait until the next execution of any of these functions, like importing the invoices from Xero, importing manual journals from Xero, or exporting payments to Xero, exporting purchase orders to Xero, etc., you can just click on these sync now buttons so that it will trigger the function immediately and can export or import whatever you want to do. You can just do it by clicking on the sync now buttons immediately. So here we have like 9 scheduled actions, which is the first one. We can see the refresh token, which will automatically refresh the token in the background. And here we have the export purchase order option, which will export all purchase orders which are not being exported to Xero yet. Similarly, exporting invoices to Xero, like importing payments from Xero, importing invoices from Xero, importing manual journals from Xero, importing purchase orders, sale orders, and export payments to Xero. All these scheduled actions will run in the background itself and it will do their job. If you want to do the changes right now, or if you want to synchronize anything immediately, you can just click on buttons. Or else you can also check the next execution time of all these cron jobs in the UI itself. And if any of the transaction like importing invoices or exporting orders or anything fails, those will be logged here. You can check it like what's the issue, where it went wrong, and you can just rectify it and do the transaction again. We have seen all the importing actions so far. Let me show you like exporting a sale order from Odoo to Xero. If I just confirm this, and if I can click on this export to Xero, you can see that data exported successfully to Xero. So this is how you can export the orders from Odoo to Xero. You can see the sale order ID of Xero stored here. Similarly, you can export the purchase orders, products, contacts, everything from Odoo to Xero. So that's all about this Xero Odoo Connector modules. Thank you for watching.